Here's a fun question from Adam. He's proficient in the use of split screens, and he just wants to use a two-panel split screen. In the one panel, he wants a 60-second clip playing, while on the other screen, he wants, or the other panel, he wants a series of shorter clips playing, so it comes out the same. He says, is it possible, and how to do it? So if you think you know how I'm going to solve this, stop the video right now and post your comment on the YouTube video, on my YouTube video, and see if you guessed it right. So let's get into it. All right, let's start by selecting our split screen. So we just go to templates, we go into split screen, and I'm just going to go into basic and take this one and drop it in. Now what we want to do is we want to increase this one to 60 seconds. So we'll click the duration and we'll change the 5 to 60. And we'll save that, and that gives us our 60-second clip. Okay then, and I have here 7 clips, and the longest one is 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Now I'm just going to drag that down. Rather, I'm going to drag it over and drop it on 1. And I'm going to adjust it a little bit. And obviously, he's only going to play the first 60 seconds of this. And if you were going to trim it, you don't want the first 60 seconds. You want some other part of it. You would go into the advanced edit, and you would cut down whatever is in front, drag it over, and so you get the section of the video that you want to show. And you would hit apply. Okay, that's not really what this is about. It's about getting multiple clips into this window here. All right, I have 6 other clips here, and they're over 10 seconds each of them. However, the first one's only 7 seconds. So we're going to have one 7-second and one 12-second in order to make everything come out at 60 seconds. So let's do that. Okay, just for expedience sake, I'm going to stack these others up here on top of each other. I'm going to make this larger. I'm going to drag these over. These are all over 10 seconds. So let's do that. And then we do Shift Home. And we want to go 10 seconds over. The easiest thing to do here is just to change this to 10 seconds plus what it is. And that gets us to the 10-minute mark. Now I can just clip this. Okay, I clipped it twice because I hadn't selected them all, but basically now we've got them all clipped at 10 seconds, and we're going to take one of them and we're going to change the duration to that one to 12 seconds so that we have a total of 60 seconds. So we'll change that one here to 5. And save it. So now we have exactly 60 seconds worth of material. So now it's just a question of dragging them back down on the timeline, like so. And I think we could have a little fun with this. Let's go ahead and add some transitions in here. We'll select all but the last one. And let's spread it out so we can see the action happening. And let's go to transitions, and let's okay, we can maybe use this one here. Okay, that's not applying it. If I had hit the plus sign, then it would be applied. Now it doesn't always go right on top, so you may want to adjust that. That happens, unfortunately, occasionally. But we could also change, like maybe every other one, and say let's put the page curl in there just for the fun of it, and we'll hit the plus sign in this case. And now we've hit the page curl set on these 2 transitions. Okay, so that's fine. Let's do one more thing here, and let's just put a title in, and we'll drag that down here. And let's just make it a little larger here, and we'll stretch it out. And for the text, we'll type in Adam. And let's put a little animation on that. We'll use the typewriter text on that. Yeah. We'll take it, however, and we'll put it down here so we'll make sure that it shows up in our window. And I think maybe we should probably also change the size of the text, because it is going to be in a smaller window. So we'll put it like that. Okay, so here we go. We have everything that we need. This is what we want to put into window number 2. Now, the tricky thing, of course, is we can't just select them and drag them over. That's not going to work. We could try and make a compound clip, but even though we get a compound clip up in here, we can't drag it into here either. So how do we get what we have here into our split screen without leaving our project? This is what we're going to do. We're going to use the in and out. So you're working on a longer project and you want to insert that into here. If we press I on the keyboard, the letter I, we now have this section selected. Had there been something behind it, we could have used the O to shorten it up or whatever. And this is our range that we want to work with. I don't believe you necessarily have to select this, but what we're going to do is we're going to export the selected range. Okay, so that brings up our usual export, and we will just call it split SP clip clip 1. Okay, so we'll give that a name, and we will export it at the highest quality that we can. I have my own little resolution set up, but basically it's MP4 and it's a HD 3840 by 21.6. You set it up wherever way you want it, and I will then just export that, and that should just take a second or two. Okay, we've now exported it, and what we're going to do is just re-import it. So this is no longer needed. We can go ahead and get rid of the range by clicking the X, and we can go ahead and delete everything on the timeline. And now we will simply import our SP clip 1. There it is. And we will open that up. And now we have it. And what we want to do is we want to make this visible here again, and then we will simply just drag it in to spot number 2. And go here, and I will just drag it across so you can basically see we've got our different clips running here. Let's go back to the beginning. Apparently I didn't start from the beginning. And here we can see I didn't size this one right, so we can move that over so we can see the word atom. And there we go. We passed one transition. This is a clip that has transitions in it, so not all of the visible transitions are going to be there, but you can see that what we added is part of it. So that's basically how I would do it. Did you guess that that was the way that I did it? If not, or if so, add your comment to the YouTube video clip. Thank you.